Okay, imagine for a second that someone was literally hacking into your bank account and stealing money from you every single day. You would be absolutely furious, right? I mean, you'd lock down your accounts, you'd call the police, you'd aggressively guard your wealth. And yet, every single day, we freely hand over something infinitely more valuable than cash. We let distractions, anger, and anxiety just steal our most precious, totally irreplaceable resource, our time. We rigorously guard our wealth, but we literally throw away our lives.
So, why do we do this? Why do we guard our wealth but waste our time? It's kind of the ultimate paradox of human behavior, isn't it? But overcoming this is absolutely the secret to lasting success and profound self-improvement. If you want to stop wasting your life and finally start mastering your mind, well, you're in exactly the right place. Let's dive into this. Today, we're unpacking a really powerful explainer based on one of the most transformative texts in human history. Part 1. The core Stoic message. Foundations of a good life.
To really grasp this wisdom, we've got to look at the guy who wrote it, Seneca. Now, he wasn't just some armchair philosopher sitting around pondering the universe. He was a Roman statesman and a playwright, living through a time of intense, crazy political chaos. In our Letters from a Stoic, Epistulae Moralis ad Lucilium summary today, we're going to explore his intimate letters, which basically reveal his mental operating system. And that system is Stoicism. Stoicism is this philosophy teaching that virtue, reason, and self-control are the real foundations of a good life. It's not about, suppressing your emotions or acting like an emotionless robot. Not at all. It's actually a timeless guide for cultivating a resilient mindset and achieving some seriously profound personal growth. And the absolute bedrock of Seneca's teaching, it's the dichotomy of control. Imagine a scoreboard. On one side of the equation, we have our thoughts, our actions, our attitudes. This is our domain, right? This is where we have to focus 100% of our energy. On the flip side, we have external events. What other people think of us, fate, the crazy economy. These are entirely beyond our control. Seneca teaches us that these external events are actually indifferent. Only our internal responses to them truly matter. And let me tell you, when you finally stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you instantly free up just massive amounts of mental energy.
Part 2. The art of living well, finding true happiness. So once you actually figure out what you can control, you have to decide how you're going to live. Seneca talks a lot about what it really means to live a fulfilled, deliberate life. And his stance on success, it's pretty radical. He says true happiness is not found in wealth, status, or pleasure, but in virtue and wisdom. Now think about that. Coming from a prominent Roman statesman who intimately understood power and serious wealth, this is a massive statement. True riches, he argues, actually come from contentment and self-control. An excessive, destructive desire for material stuff, that just leads straight to unhappiness. True wealth is an inside job. The absolutely crucial point here is this. Focus on your self-improvement and avoid trivial distractions. Honestly, Seneca's ancient advice is basically the original blueprint for modern mindfulness. He's urging us to appreciate the present moment and stop letting chaotic external circumstances dictate our mood. You gotta cut out the noise, live deliberately, and really focus on your true purpose. Part 3. Adversity and inner strength, building resilience. But what happens when things go wrong? Because, let's be real, they definitely will. Let's look at one of the most powerful main lessons from this book summary. Handling hardship. See, Seneca doesn't view adversity as a curse. He views it as a training ground. To build this unshakable inner fortress, he gives us a progression. First, acknowledge the hardship. Difficulties are just inevitable. Second, cultivate rational detachment. Take a step back. And third, use reason to control your emotion. By analyzing situations logically instead of just reacting emotionally, we prevent so much unnecessary suffering. It's about mastering your passions rather than letting them master you. Part 4. Confronting time and mortality, the urgency of now. Now we arrive at what is maybe the most profound of all the key ideas in Seneca's letters. Confronting time entirely without fear. He writes this amazing line, "Life is long if you know how to use it." Think about that. Seneca treats death as a completely natural conclusion to life's cycle. And by accepting the inevitability of death, we actually free ourselves from the crushing anxiety of the unknown. And what happens when you aren't terrified of the end? You get highly motivated to invest your energy meaningfully right now, today. This acceptance fosters this fierce sense of urgency.
It stops you from procrastinating and forces you to live authentically in the present.
Part 5. Stoicism in Practical Application. Wisdom for Real Life.
The real reason Seneca's work has such an enduring legacy is because it provides actual, actionable strategies. It's basically the ancient foundation of cognitive behavioral therapy. One of his absolute most effective tools is premeditatio malorum. That's a fancy way of saying negative visualization. It involves intentionally imagining possible misfortunes like, a business failure, losing your job, or just everyday modern stress to lessen their emotional impact if they actually happen. By mentally rehearsing these worst-case scenarios, you logically examine just how improbable your fears really are. It builds incredible resilience and, honestly, a deep gratitude for what you currently have right in front of you. So Seneca gives us this super clear roadmap for everyday action. Number 1, master your desires. Number 2, practice restraint through regular self-reflection. Number 3, maintain a rational perspective to keep your peace of mind. And number 4, which is actually kind of surprising for Stoicism, nurture positive friendships. A lot of people think Stoicism is all about being this lone wolf, championing self-sufficiency. But Seneca heavily emphasizes that true virtuous friendships are essential. We literally need supportive communities to inspire our moral development and push our mutual growth.
Part 6. Key takeaways and conclusion. The Stoic mindset.
All right, to forge a truly Stoic mindset, we need to lock in these core tenets. Control your reactions, because your internal response is literally all you truly own. View adversity as an opportunity for growth, a real chance to build that inner fortress. Value your time fiercely. Seriously, stop wasting it on trivial stuff. Regulate your emotions logically, never letting anger override your reason. Nurture virtuous friendships that actually push you forward. And above all else, live deliberately. I really want to leave you with this final resonant thought. The key to a meaningful life lies within our own mindset and choices. Seneca's life lessons from literally 2 millennia ago prove that the world is always going to be chaotic, but your mind, that is entirely your own. You have the tools right now to build an unshakable inner fortress. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. If you knew the exact number of days you had left on this earth, would you spend today the way you're planning to? Take command of your mindset, protect your time, and go live deliberately.